Why shouldn't I just give up? Is a question you may ask. As Berlin almost circled, my troops dwindling, mostly damaged or split across one, barely able to hold the front lines of my unclaimed territory, it'd be easier to give in to Yugoslav demands. Return to peace? Forfeit my nation? Never. That is not the Deutsches Way. If I was to give up now, what would that show for the German people, the National Socialist Party, those who stood up for the revolution against the Weimar Republic? It would show defeat. It would show an uneasy surrender to those who put their trust in us, those who believed we could lead Germany to greatness. And will I let that happen? No. I know I outnumber the Yugoslavs greatly. I outnumber them with points, with troops, with morale. They can't fight on much. Sure, they are on the run right now, smashing through Ukraine, Caucasia, and Russian territory, and constantly battling in the cause of the German heartland. Giving up would only make things easier for them, and that is simply not a question. Not one I will entertain, not one I will allow, and not one I will fall deep into. They gain land steadily. Of course they're stronger, better equipped. Darn, I say, they're more likely to win the war than me in Poland. They might even be watching the videos. It's quite possible. They could be, and there's nothing I could do nor say about it. But if you are Yugoslavia, nor whoever is listening, I guarantee the German Reich will fight until the very last man. Every loss, every turn, and every bullet will be used to the greatest. And while they might be gaining land that we cannot defend, they will have to fight for it. On every city, every home, and every room, every square inch of my Reich they wish to take. They wish to march forward and end the greatness of the German Empire. You will pay very deeply and costly for every foot of my nation you dare fight me for. Mark my words, Yugoslavia. This is not nearly the end of the great German Reich. It is the beginning of your struggle, of securing it. You can't defend your home. You can't defend anything. And while you might be fighting for the cause of expansion, nor centralizing your communist values of the Slavic world you rule in the south of the Balkans, the German people here are fighting for greatness. They are fighting for the sovereignty and prosperity of their people. And someone who is fighting with heart, someone who is fighting to save their homeland from collapse, so that they can live under the name of the Germans which they are, you can't defeat someone who is fighting for nothing besides what is right, Yugoslavia. I guarantee you can fight me. For days I will fight you. We can battle and battle. I will keep this on until day 30. You will never, ever destroy the German Reich. No matter how much you fight and how much you struggle, how much tanks, bombs, and naval you blow up of mine, how much times you battle in Berlin or cut my lines in terrible orders of condition, it will not happen. I know I will fight on. I know the Polish, they probably feel the same way. Why would the Polish want to give in to the Slavic demand? For too long the Poles have been ruled by the Russians and the Austrians and even the Germans before. Why should they give in? Why would the Germans give in? Why did the Greeks and the Bulgarians and the Romanians give in to the Slavic rule? Come up, my fellow men. We must fight against the cruel communist oppressor like we've done the Russians. It was with us when the Russians began their counter into the Baltic states and against my friend Poland, where they thought they had it all, thinking they were ahead of the world, or just destroy and dismantle the dreams and beliefs of the people of Europe. They thought they could just sit by and nobody would do anything to stop it. Well, that is not true, friend. It wasn't for the Russians when me and the Poles bravely and historically quickly destroyed the failed state. It wasn't for the Italians who plotted against the greatness of the French and German nation, who wanted to control and dominate the Mediterranean like once before. It won't be for the Turks, who seemingly thought the Caucasian campaign would do them wonders. In Yugoslavia, of course it won't be for you. You fight with nothing but greed and power in your heart. And that, I guarantee me and Poland will fight the same. We will fight you to the very end, and when the end comes, German greatness will once again rise. Polish property, their life will return too. What won't be here in the world with us is the Slavs. Those communists who wish to rule the world with the corrupt ideals, they won't be here when the war is done, because they are fighting for evil and what is wrong. That's all I can say.